Open this box of JumpStart today. Hello MtG fam. So I'm going to zoom in on the box. Welcome, Pogo Stuff. Appreciate you coming. We're going to be opening this box of MtG JumpStart. If that's what you came for. We don't probably want to do that because we might not be able to get it back, right? All right. Would you like to tear it open?
I guess.
Welcome, Barrel One. So I'm going to make this JumpStart box, Magic the Gathering, into a display. So I'll show you a little bit of it at a time because I chose to zoom in probably a little bit too early. Comes with a poster. And the idea of JumpStart, if you don't already know it, I think that'll be a pretty good magnification. The idea of JumpStart is that you can take two packets which contain 20 cards and make a 40-card deck. So you could combine unicorns and goblins and make a deck out of those. So even though we built a Pokemon deck the other day, we haven't had a chance to play test it yet. This isn't even necessary for this. Welcome if you're just coming in. I appreciate it. Thank you, you all. Welcome, MtG fam. So we're going to get right into it and start opening up this booster box of JumpStart. Would you like to have that one there?
No, you go first.
Me go first? Okay. I think you went first with the Pokemon box, so this way you'll have the last one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So these have an inner seal, and the top card is not only an art card, but it also tells you what the theme of the deck is. Some of the themes have more than one possibility on them. Some of the cards are changed, and some of them have only one possibility. So this one is Witchcraft. It sounds to me, I don't know because I didn't look at the list, but it sounds to me like maybe there's only one variation of this one on Witchcraft. And I wanted to build a Witches tribal deck, so this is exactly what I needed to do this. I'm so glad that Wizards of the Coast, WotC, decided to do this. I think it's a really good idea. Because right when I wanted to start playing expansion-based decks, they come up with something like this so I can still play tribal. Okay, we have Bog Brew Witch. I have few witches, so these are really nice. These are rare cards. Witch of the Moors. The rare ones have a gold-colored symbol. They also have this hologram on them. Nice looking cards, right? This is that was Witch of the Moors. These are the uncommons, Blood Divination. And I'll definitely help you with these pronunciations. They're going to be harder than the Pokemon cards, right? Bubbling Cauldron. Swarm of the Bloodflies. Tempting Witch. Bake into a Pie. That sounds like an Eldraine card. Black Cat. It's a zombie cat. Do you know what a zombie is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. And Blood Hunter Bat with the commons. I think the last one was 2. Festering Newt. For 2. Last Gasp. Thriving Moor. There's a land. So this deck comes with your lands and then your swamps. So if we have time, we'll look at the land cycle at the end. So lands are like the energy cards in Pokemon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's more fun to choose your own pack, right? So I'll put it under there so you can grab it. I'm going to keep half the cards, and my partner here is going to keep the other half of them.
This cannot. This will not.
Okay. Yeah, the glue is tougher on these than I think it was on the Pokemon ones. So getting a little help is not a bad thing, right?
Lands.
I always wanted to build a lands deck and never did, so this is kind of fulfilling the dreams for everybody that wanted to build weird tribal decks based on a particular creature type, and they were never able to because there wasn't enough cards in the vast number of cards that Magic the Gathering has. Help? Oracle of Modiah, and I'm guessing too, the rare card. Uncommon card, because it's got a silver. It's from M21. Cultivate.
Awakener
Druid. Yeah.
Druid.
Yeah, good. Pharaoh.
Pharaoh Hydra.
Good.
Woodborn
Behemoth.
Crushing Canopy.
Good.
Elemental Uprising.
Good. I don't know. Let's say Fa Adaya.
Seer.
Yes. Fertilid? Is that a fungus? Yeah. Oh, no, it's an elemental. Okay. But this one's a fungus.
Spore Mound. Sylvan Range.
Good.
Thriving Grove. Wild Heart
Invoker?
Invoker.
It's like somebody that makes
Forest.
something happen.
These are a bunch of the...
Yeah, and then the lands, if we have time to, at the end of the video, we can show everybody the different swamps and the different forests. They're like the different energy types like fire and water and stuff in Pokemon, right?
Yep.
Okay, open another box, or another pack, excuse me. And we'll instantly know what the theme of it is. And even if it's the same as one we've had before, it might not be the exact same deck. Above the Clouds, okay? So I'm assuming this one has to do with flying. And that's exactly what someone I watched a JumpStart opening said. It was probably first edition, printed in Japan rather than printed in Texas here, second edition or whatever. But I was never able to get first edition. And probably if I did, it's probably so valuable I'd want to keep it sealed. Okay, the rare cards, we have Serendib Afreet. Another rare card, we have Wind Reader Sphinx. An M21 uncommon card, silver. Reign of Revelation. Unsubstantiate. Big words, right? Warden of Evos Isle. Tide Skimmer. Love the artwork on that one. I love anything that looks like a relative of the dinosaurs, like a pteranodon. Sorry. Keen Glide Master. Common card. Capture Sphere. Roaming Ghost Light. Frost Breath. Welcome if you're just joining. Wall of Runes. We're opening JumpStart, Magic the Gathering. Thriving Isle is a land. Wow, it's really pretty art. Lofty Denial, an instant. And then we'll show the land cycle later. I'll put the different land types in the same pile so that if there's time at the end of the video after and we're still within that hour, then I'll show it later. Welcome if you're just coming. We're opening JumpStart, the set of Magic that's based on tribal decks with rebuilt decks that have lands right in them. Devilish, okay. Probably based on devils, right? Mm-hmm. And I like how they tried to be clever by saying devilish instead of just saying devils, you know. Mm-hmm. I appreciate their effort on that. Hellrider? So it's just like two words that you know run together, right?
Sin Prodder.
Good. Traitorous?
Traitorous Greed.
You know what a traitor is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Barrage?
Barrage of Expendables.
Very good.
Chained Brute.
Mm-hmm.
Spiteful Prankster.
Havoc?
Havoc Jester.
Good.
Hobblefind.
Fiend, probably.
Fiend. Pitch Burn Devils. Act of Treason.
That's new art for, I believe that's new art for a card that's been reprinted several times. Collateral?
Collateral Damage. Lightning Core
Excavator?
Thriving Bluff. Mountain.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, so just make a pile of your forests, a pile of your mountains, and then if we have time at the end of the video, we'll get to it. All right, that's what the front of the pack look like. I don't know that there's any different packs. I think all the packs have the same artwork.
Yeah.
Welcome if you're just coming. This is called +1, and I see a picture of a Hydra, so I'm not sure what the theme of +1 is. Maybe it's like +1, like +1, the damage that you do in +1 your health. Because Hydras are kind of like creatures that sometimes function that way, I think, at least. Okay, in our rare cards, we have Branching Evolution. Another rare card, Champion of the Lamb Holt. M21 uncommon card, Invigorating Surge. Wildwood Scourge, and that's the picture that was on the artwork on the cover, and it's definitely +1/+1 counters. Lifecrafter's Gift. Nessian Hornbeetle. Then we get into M21 common cards, Truffle Snout. They actually use pigs to look for truffles. Hunter's Edge. It's the way I heard it in Japan. Pride Malkin. Arbor Ornament. Sorry, it's not COVID, it's just my allergies. Scrounging Bandar. Thriving Grove. And then we got Forest. So how are you feeling about Magic the Gathering as a game?
Good.
Okay, so you feel pretty good about looking at the cards? Looks like it's something that might be fun? Good.
Discarding.
Discarding, okay. So getting rid of cards is usually bad, but like anything in Magic the Gathering that is usually bad, it can sometimes be good. It can be turned around, right? Mm-hmm. Or if it's truly bad, it can be something that you make your opponent do, right?
Yeah.
But believe it or not, sometimes it can even be an advantage to you.
Tiny Bones Trinket Thief.
Assassins.
Assassin's Strike. Fell Spectre.
Ravenous.
Ravenous.
Okay, here's a good Texas and Mexico word. Chupacabra.
Chupacabra.
Yeah. It's a big myth in Mexico. Okay.
Entober.
Entomber Exarch.
Mind Rot.
I love the artwork on that one.
Burglar Rat.
Mm-hmm.
Death's Approach.
Phyrexian.
Phyrexian Ragger.
Phyrexians and Eldrazi are my absolute favorite creatures in Magic the Gathering.
Slate Street Ruffian.
Welcome if you're just coming in. Yep. Very good.
Thriving Moor.
White.
White of
Precinct.
Precinct 6.
Good.
White of
Yep, same cards. Get two of them.
and Swamp.
And a swamp. All right. Welcome if you're just coming in. We're having so much fun opening JumpStart Magic the Gathering. The set for beginning players or old players like myself alike that comes with pre-assembled decks. You combine two 20-card sets to make one single one. Now, we've seen this set walls before, so I think I'm going to set it aside, and then I'll try to look at a list before this video is done and see if there's several options for walls, and then I'll open it if it's different. I want to make sure that there's enough time in this hour for several sets to be open. Enchanted, that's a new one. I like the art cards too. This set. I was never able to get the first printing of this. And if I was able to get the first printing, I would keep it sealed because the price of it would have gone up a lot. A Johnny's Chosen. Like that Planeswalker. These are rare cards. Celestial Mantle. Blessed Spirits, uncommon. Face of Divinity. That's the artwork card. Face Fetters. I'm sharing this booster box, so I'm going to let her open 2 packs. After this one, I'm going to let you open 2 packs because I did 2. I didn't open the Walls one because we may have had that same one before.
We had Walls already?
Yeah, we had Walls already.
I don't think we did.
Oh, maybe that's from a video I watched. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll go through the Walls deck next. That is from a video that I watched on YouTube. Knightly Valor. Thank you for keeping me honest. Staunch Shieldmate, Bulwark Giant, Forced Worship. I absolutely love these white Phyrexian cards. That's like the greatest artwork. It looks so scary. Trusty Retriever, Indomitable Will, and such a good storyline too with the Phyrexians. Thriving Heath. I'm really looking forward to more Phyrexians in the upcoming sets. All right, go ahead. Well, I'll open that one after you open this one. You're going to open 2 in a row, and then I'll show the walls one right after you do this one, okay? Do you got enough room over there?
Yeah.
Because I can push that bed over so you have more room.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Okay. Lands. Okay, now we had that one before,
I think we
right?
already did that.
Yeah, and as
it
long
gonna
as
be
there's not
different?
2 different lands, why don't we set that one aside for now to make sure that we have a chance to show all the cards. Okay, and I'll go ahead and open my walls one, since what I was remembering about walls was somebody opened one on YouTube and I watched it. I would guess that there would only be one walls deck, but I may certainly be wrong, and I often am. All right, that looks like it's actually a mythic rare card, Towering Titan. So mythic rare have kind of a copper-colored symbol rather than gold for rare. And then a rare card, Assault Formation. I love this card, guys. I bought like a whole bunch of these cards on TCG Player because I absolutely love the idea of the defense and the attack switching places. Carven Carotid, Gargoyle Sentinel, Overgrown Battlement, excuse me, Wall of Blossoms, nice. I love walls. Warmonger's Chariot, an artifact. Porticulus Vine. Porticulus, if I'm pronouncing it correct, are those little holes in the side of a castle where if you come to the door and they don't like you, they can shoot you through the holes. Yeah, I know. Things were not too kind and gentle back in the Middle Ages. Crushing Canopy. And fantasy is kind of based a lot of times on the Middle Ages, right? Yeah. Grave Bramble. Thriving Grove. Wall of Vines. Roving Keep. And Forest. Okay, so we had Witchcraft before. It was at the very beginning of the live thing. So if we have time, we'll go back and open this, especially if there's more than one set for Witchcraft. We just want to make sure that the truly unique sets, that we have a chance to see all of them. Well read. Like that artwork. Looks like a merfolk. So mermaids are the females and mermen are the males, right? And all together you call them merfolk. Ever heard of that? Yeah, weird, right? Okay, let's show you well read. Ormos Archive Keeper, a rare sphinx. Tolarian Kraken. I was talking about Tolarian University to somebody a Tolarian Academy, excuse me, the YouTube channel. Arcane Encyclopedia. Curiosity. A Neurophage. Capture Sphere. Tome Anima. Library Larcenist. Commits larceny. Rousing Read. Opt. Erratic Visionary. We got the Artifact Rune Servitor. Thriving Isle, I love that land artwork. I've seen that before. And it's a island deck. So they appear to be monocolor. And I was thinking they were, and it would make sense that they would have that if they wanted to include the lands. But like many things... Archaeology, good. Good read.
Did we do this one yet?
I don't believe so.
Scholar of the Last Trove. Buried Rune. Dreamstone Hedron.
There's an Eldrazi right there. Juggernaut. That's something that just keeps going.
Meteor Golem. Thirst for Knowledge.
Tezzeret in the picture. Ether Spellbomb. Ancestral Statue. They got weird forms of these words that you probably already know, like ancestor, right?
Statue.
Archaeomender. So you probably heard about it. Archaic.
Times 2.
Erratic
Visionary.
Good.
Lightning Core
Excavator. This is hard, right? So I just kind of break it up. Terrarion. Terra means earth.
Thriving Isle.
Mm-hmm. That card is appearing in a lot of these decks, that Thriving Isle. Yeah. My turn?
Yep.
Sorry, I think I just bumped the tripod. Welcome if you've joined us. Spooky. Ooh, this sounds like it's exactly my cup of tea. I love that artwork too. These cellophane pulls, be careful when you open these, y'all. And a lot of the old starter decks from the beginning of Magic have those cellophane pulls. Be careful you don't use your fingernail or you scratch the cards. Just use the meaty pad of your finger. Spooky. Ogre Slumlord, a rare card. Languish, another rare card. Then we get into the M21 commons. Melfic Sigh. Bone Picker. Eternal Taskmaker. Eternal Taskmaster. Gristlegrinner. I think Spooky is having a lot to do with Phyrexians, but here's Liliana, everybody's favorite girl. Liliana's devotee. She's a planeswalker. I'll explain what that is later. Crypt Lurker. When you play Magic, you're a Planeswalker. But I'll tell you what that is later. Caged Zombie. I'm almost expecting that to be a two-sided card, but it's not. Dutiful Attendant. Finishing Blow. Fetid Imp. And there's the ever-present Thriving Moor and Forests. Get that one started for you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that had some glue on it, too.
We got lands again.
Okay, all right. So let's put that one aside. And we'll open that lands deck, y'all. Since we already opened one, we'll open it if there's time at the end of the video. We want to shut it down at 8 o'clock because we want to watch the movie Jaws. Smashing. I just get the feeling of a Gruul tribe when I see Smashing. Volcanic Solval. Maybe Gruul without the green. Furious Rise is an uncommon. Blood Rage Brawler. Flames of the Raise Boar. Heartfire Immolator, excuse me. Immolate is to start something burning. Anaki Ogre. Anaki. Is that like the oldest group of like creatures in Magic? Anaki? Or am I thinking of something else? Short Sword. Like where the Chain Veil came from, I think is Anaki. Or am I thinking of something else? Turret Ogre. Liliana, one of my favorite Planeswalker, wears the Chain Veil. Borderland Marauder, that's what was on the art card. Fling. Hungry Flames. Thriving Bluff, there's a different land card that's alternate. Bone Pit Brute, the Cyclops. And we have Mountains. My first mountain deck.
Oh, we got dogs.
Dogs, awesome. So they haven't used the word dogs for creatures until the last sets. Before that, they called them hounds. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if they're not all dogs, but hounds too. But hounds is a type of dog, right?
Mm-hmm. Pack Leader, Selfless Saver, Alpha Guardhound, Release the Dogs.
Kind of like Release the Kraken. Have you heard that?
Supply Runners, Secure the Scene, Feet of Resistance, Alpine Watchdog, Cather's Companion,
Rambunctious. Oh, you had it. I'm so sorry I cut you off.
Rambunctious Mutt, Trusty Retriever,
Pacifism. That's like where you don't want to fight, right?
Thriving Heath, and Plains.
Alrighty. We're getting down there, guys. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate y'all. And MtG fam, thank you for everything. This is such a wonderful community. And if you were able to join me for this, I really appreciate it. Feathered Friends. Birds? Steel Plume Marshal is a rare card. And then for uncommons, we have Avon, Gaggle Master, Falconeer Adept, Dauntless Onslaught, Sky Tether. I think 100 or so of these cards are new. A lot of these cards I've seen before. Concordia Pegasus. But this is a way to have my cards in their sets for the expansions and have my tribal decks as well. So it's kind of like having your cake and eating it too, right? If you buy this set. Warded Battlements. And hopefully you guys can get a lot of these booster boxes and get them cheap. I got this one for like $95. Get them cheap. Well, it's cheap for a booster box. I know it doesn't sound cheap to you, right? Once you have expendable income, it's not that bad. So I hope you guys are able to get as many of these booster boxes as you want. They'll just keep printing them because I think these are going to be cards that everybody's going to want to have as a staple in their collection. Gale Swooper. It'll be so much fun to play with these. Aerial Assault. And maybe I can play test these on a future live video. Healer's Hawk. Moment of Heroism. I know how to say that word, but for some reason tonight I can't. Okay, they're Thriving Heath. Celestial Enforcer. And we got some planes.
Milling. Have you gotten that one yet?
Nope.
Okay.
Milling is getting rid of your opponent's deck. Like taking all their cards away and putting them in what's called exile. Or maybe you can even mill them into the graveyard. I don't know. Bruvac, I guess?
Bruvac the...
Grandiloquent? Eloquent. The Grand Eloquent? Or something like
Bell
that.
Tower Sphinx.
That's a tongue twister there.
Reckless Scholar.
Good.
Wall of Lost Thoughts.
Teferi. That's a planeswalker. That's one of our favorite planeswalkers.
Teferi.
Tutelage?
Tutelage.
Like you're a tutor, right? Selhoff. Occultist?
Sweep Away. Thought Collapse. Thought Scour. Thriving Isle. Oops.
They put a lot of thought into this deck. Vidalcan. Vidalcan is like a race of like creature type in this game. Entrainer?
Wait, what?
Isn't it Entrainer?
It looks like Entrancer.
You're right, Entrancer. I'm blind.
Towering Wave Mystic.
Good.
Capture Sphere. And Islands.
Islands.
Just had that.
Sorry about the thought joke, y'all. I hope you didn't leave for that. I just couldn't resist. Minions. You know the Disney movie, right? No? Of course you do. Okay, I knew you did. Minions. Phyrexian Tower. Nice card. Very, very nice. Worth buying this for that. Witch's Cauldron is a uncommon. Gourmand. I think that's a card I wanted and I don't have. Eliminate. If nothing else for the flavor. In my demon deck. Liliana's Devotee, we had that card before, so that's shared in another deck. Fetid Imp was shared before. Crypt Lurker. Drainpipe Vermin. Dutiful Attendant. I hope I didn't open this before, but Ghoul Caller's Accomplice doesn't sound familiar, so I don't think we opened this deck. I think it just shares a lot of cards with other ones. Launch Party. Nocturnal Feeder. We got the ever-present Thriving Moor. Or at least we've had one of those before. I guess it's not the same card I was thinking of. Village Rites. And we got Swamps. Have you gotten the 5 colors of Magic? Yes, you have. Got it. I'm on it.
We got lands again.
Okay.
So many lands.
Well, I'll definitely trade you for some of those so you don't have to have all lands. Although those are great. If those all have Aerial Assault, those are good cards to have. I think that card is so much fun to play. And I bought a ton of Aerial Assault. So you may not want to trade me because that's so... Okay, Well Read is one that we've had before, so I'll set that on the side. I think it's blue, so I'll put it in the blue pile. Okay, after this, 2 packs left, y'all.
We had this one before?
Rogues? No.
Rogues.
Not to be confused with rouge, right? Something you put on your face.
Never
I think there's just 2 letters switched. Like rouge is, I think, that stuff. Now, I'm not a makeup person, so I don't know. But I think it's that red stuff that you put on your cheeks to make your cheeks red. Probably all the women laughing are laughing at me right now because that's probably totally not what it is at all.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
Thieves Guild Enforcer. Corpse Traders.
I'm going to move you more toward the center of the camera. Unas.
Una's Blackguard.
Yeah, Una's a fairy.
Rogue's Gloves. Stab Wound.
Alchemist.
Alchemist Gift. Masked Blackguard. Corpse.
Hauler. He's got a corpse over his shoulders, right? That'd be a pretty smelly ordeal.
Lawless Broker. Last Gasp. Nightshade Stinger.
Good.
Nocturnal Feeder. Thriving Moor. And Swamps.
Alrighty. This will be my last packs. Thank you so much for coming, y'all. Really appreciate it. Dragons. Oh, yes. Score. I love dragons. I love angels. Terror of the Peaks, a mythic rare with the copper colored. And then we go to a Hellkite Punisher. Dragon Loft Idol. I'm not sure if I have that card, so maybe that could be new. It could be a card I don't have or just new. Rapacious Dragon. Draconic Roar. I want them to make dragons a playable race in World of Warcraft. I'd be so happy if they did that. Dragon Speaker Shaman. Thrill a Possibility. Not only do I like dragons, I want to be one, right? Bathe in Dragonfire. There's a planeswalker that wants to be a dragon so bad. Dragon Fodder. He's obsessed with dragons. Dragon Hatchling. Lightning Shrieker. Thriving Bluff. And Mountains. Got it.
Above the clouds. We already got this.
Okay, set it aside. All right, we have 16 minutes. So I'm going to open well read, and then you can open all the rest of yours. So this is the last thing that I do, and then I'm going to let extended family that has come to visit open the rest for you. I'm so happy that she came. We're having so much fun that she came. She's going to work with me tomorrow. Ormos Archive Keeper. Tolarian Kraken. Curiosity. This sounds like... Oh, no, we did have that card. A Neurophage. I don't know how to pronounce it, though. Suspicious Bookcase. These do look different. Tome Anima. Some of them, anyways. Library Larcenist. Rousing Read. Opt. Erratic Visionary. Narcolepsy. I don't remember that card. Rune Servitor. Thriving Isle. I love the artwork on that one. And Islands.
Witchcraft. Bog Brew Witch. Witch of the Moors. Witch's Cauldron. Bubbling Cauldron.
Gotcha. Malacur Familiar.
Tempting Witch. Bake into a Pie. Blood Hunter Bat. Cauldron Familiar. Festering Newt. ×2. Finishing Blow. Thriving Moor. And Swamp.
I know what a familiar is from watching The Teenage Witch or whatever, the new show about her. You always see those black cats or whatever. Those are like actually powerful entities.
Oracle of Maldaya.
Good.
Cultivate.
Awesome.
Awakener.
Druid.
Feral Hydra. Woodborn.
Careful you don't bend your cards. Woodborn Behemoth. Behemoth is something huge.
Crushing Canopy. Elemental Uprising.
We're going to just break it down. We're going to say Fa, Ad, Ya.
Seer.
Yeah. Might not be correct, but. Fertilid.
Kind
of like fertilizer.
Spore Mound.
You did a good job on it before. Sylvan
Ranger.
Good.
Thriving Grove. Wild Heart.
Invoker.
And Forest. Above the clouds.
Ineos
the Gale Force.
Unsubstantiate. That's a tongue twister, right?
Warden of
Evos, I guess.
Evos Isle. Reign of Revelation.
Good.
Tide Skimmer. Keen Glide Master. Roaming Ghostlight. Rookie Mistake. Capture Sphere. Wall of Runes. Thriving Isle. Mistral Singer.
Good.
Lofty.
Denial.
And Islands. lands.
We got lots of lands, guys. But you ask anyone who wants to build a weird deck, they probably want to build a lands deck. Because it seems like the most elusive thing to build a deck about. But the set Zendikar, I think, made it possible. Battle for Zendikar, or Oath of the Gatewatch, or something like that.
Oracle?
Mm-hmm.
Oracle of Maldaya. Cultivate. Awakener. Druid.
This seems like the exact same set, right? Yeah, you've had this set.
Hydra.
Let's skip this one. Yeah, you've had all those. I don't think there's anything new in it.
Nope. Probably not.
And we're running out of time.
And we got lands again.
And I'd like to show MTG fam the land cycle from this if I have time.
Or Ace.
Looks the same. Okay, all right. So I'm going to back off the camera a little bit, and I'll give you a better view of this play mat if you came in later. So the land cycle for mountains, I believe there's 4 different ones. And these are reprints, I believe. Oh, I don't remember this one with the Shadow of a Dragon, though. So I think there's 3 reprints and maybe 1 new one. Yeah, there's 4 different ones because the other ones are doubles of it. So that's the mountain land cycle. Hopefully I'm using the term land cycle in the proper sense. For swamps, this is what we have. Maybe this one's new. Although I don't really remember that one or that one looking exactly the same. But I may be totally wrong. Or they may be reprinted from sets that I don't have any lands from. I said in a former video that I think lands may become the most valuable commodity of all in Magic the Gathering, because you not only need lands to build all your decks, you need a lot of lands. And there's the land cycle for islands. I think maybe I saw different island though in one of the land decks, so maybe this isn't showing you all of them. For forest, so I'm attempting to show you the land cycle, but I might not be successful. And I'm trying not to have anything be below the words so you can actually see it clearly. All right. And then for planes, what is that in the air? A bird with 4 wings? That definitely looks like a new card. These 2 definitely look familiar, and probably that one too. All right, thanks so much for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate it. I'm going to let you all go because we want to watch Jaws. Thanks, fam. I appreciate you.